Hello, you are most welcome to our second lesson of solving simultaneous equations. In the previous lesson, we saw how we solve simultaneous equations using elimination method. For now, we shall look at the substitution method, and we shall have the same examples we had previously. We already had a question which says solve these equations using all the four methods. So far we have looked at how we use elimination method. Let us look at how we use substitution method. Now, the word substitution could mean replacing. So we have x plus y equaling to 9 as our equation 1. We also have 2x minus y equaling to 12 as our equation 2. When using substitution method or replacing method, we must make one of the unknowns, either x or y, the subject. That is to say, we shall say from equation 1, which is x plus y equaling to 9, we can make x the subject or we can make y the subject. I'm making x the subject so that x equals to 9 minus y. This is the third equation. So after making x the subject, we shall now replace, or we shall say put equation 3 in equation 2. We don't put it back to equation 1 because we have already used equation 1 to get x, and therefore we are replacing in equation 2. So that is, since we have 2x minus y equaling to 12 as our second equation, we are replacing for x. That is to say, where we have x, we shall write 9 minus y, minus 9y equaling to 12. So this is another technique of getting rid of one unknown. So from this step, you realize that we have eliminated x. And when we open brackets, you get 18 minus 2y minus y equaling to 12. This is 18 minus 3y equaling to 12. We collect like terms so that we get negative 3y equaling to 12 minus 18, which gives us negative 3y as negative 6. By negative 3 by negative 3 shall have y as 2. And after getting y as 2, we shall say that from our equation 3, which is x equaling to y to 9 minus y, we just substitute for y. Hence, from equation 3, which is x equals to 9 minus y, that means that x equals to 9 minus 2, which is 7. So that is how we use substitution method. We are coming to the second example of substitution method, and that is, we have 3x equaling to 8 minus y and 5x plus 3y equaling to 12. when you're using substitution method, please, if there is a simpler way of making one unknown the subject, do that. What do I mean? I could use this equation, and when I'm using this equation, I can make x the subject, or I can make y the subject. But to me, I would better make y the subject than making x the subject. Because when you make x the subject, you'll end up with a fraction. However, I'm to try that. I will not make y the subject because it is easy. I will make x the subject. And this is what I mean. So from 3x equaling to 8 minus y, that means that x equals to 8 minus y over 3. And I'll substitute this in my second equation. Hence, from 5x plus 3y equaling to 12, where I have x is where I will write, that is 5 into 8 minus y over 3 plus 3y equals to 12. Now, this is what I was talking about. Since we made x the subject, it gave us a fraction. Some of us are not good when it comes to fractions. So, I would advise you, if you are not good with fractions, then you better make y the subject, because this will not give you a fraction, since y has no bigger coefficient. The coefficient of y here is a 1, which is silent. So you rather make y the subject to eliminate the fraction we have got when making x the subject. However, to someone who is well conversant with the fractions, it isn't a problem. So let's continue. We can take the 3 out, so that we get 5 over 3 into 8 minus y plus 3y equaling to 12. And since it is the only fraction, we can multiply throughout by 3, by 3, by 3. So that this one cancels. You get 5 into 8 minus y plus 9y equaling to 36. Open brackets to get 40 minus 5y plus 9y equaling to 36. Collect like a terms. This is negative 5 plus 9 is a positive 4y. Then you get 36 minus 40, hence giving us 4y as negative 4. By 4, come up with y as negative 1. So after coming up with negative 1, we already have the equation for x, which is 8 minus y over 3. So we shall say from x equals to 8 minus y over 3, then we substitute for y, hence giving us 8 minus 1 over 3, which is 9 over 3, giving us x as 3. So that is how we use substitution method to solve simultaneous equations. Otherwise, see you in our next video when we are looking at another method. Bye bye.